In the polished lobby of a prestigious marketing firm, an elderly man wearing a stained blue janitor's uniform was struggling to push a heavy cart full of cleaning supplies. One of the wheels caught on the carpet, causing a bucket of soapy water to spill across the marble floor. A well-dressed young man in a sharp suit walked by, busy on his phone. The janitor called out, "Excuse me, sir, could you help me lift this bucket back up? My back isn't what it used to be." The young man covered the phone and snapped, "Are you serious? I'm wearing a $3,000 suit. Clean up your own mess." He stepped over the puddle, checking his watch impatiently, and stormed toward the elevators. Moments later, a stylish young woman in high heels approached. The janitor, looking desperate, asked, "Miss, please, I'm afraid I'll slip. Could you lend a hand?" The woman scoffed, looking down at him with disgust. "That sounds like a you problem. I have a promotion interview to get to. Try not to make the lobby smell like bleach." She walked around the spill, careful not to smudge her shoes, and left the old man sighing. Finally, a third candidate arrived. He saw the spilled water and the distressed janitor trying to mop it up with a rag. "Oh no, let me help you with that, sir," the young man said, immediately dropping his briefcase. He took the mop from the janitor's hands. "You shouldn't be doing this heavy lifting alone." The janitor looked at him with gratitude. "But son, don't you have somewhere to be? You'll be late." The young man smiled warmly, wringing out the mop. "I have an interview for a manager position upstairs, but people are more important than positions. Let's get this dry so no one gets hurt." He spent the next 10 minutes cleaning the floor until it was spotless, while the janitor thanked him profusely. Breathless and slightly disheveled, the kind young man rushed into the boardroom just in time. The arrogant young man and the stylish woman were already seated, smirking. "Look at him," the man in the suit whispered loudly. "Sweating. Unprofessional." The woman added, "Did you run here? Or were you scrubbing floors?" They both laughed. The kind young man ignored them, taking his seat quietly. "I just had to handle a small emergency downstairs," he said politely. Suddenly, the boardroom doors opened. But it wasn't a corporate executive who walked in, it was the elderly janitor, still wearing his blue uniform. The two arrogant candidates looked confused. Hey, you can't be in here," the man in the suit yelled. "Security." The woman shouted, "Get this cleaner out of here." The janitor didn't flinch. He walked to the head of the table and sat in the CEO's chair. "Actually," he said, his voice commanding and clear, "I am the owner of this company." The room went silent. He slowly removed his cap. "I wanted to see who would lead with arrogance and who would lead with service." He turned to the first two candidates. "You both treated a man you thought was beneath you with contempt. That is not how we do business here. You may leave." Flustered and red-faced, they were escorted out. The CEO then turned to the kind young man. "You were willing to dirty your hands to help a stranger, even at the risk of your own opportunity. That is the leadership I need." He extended his hand. "The job is yours. Truly, how you treat others when no one is watching reveals your true worth."